Welcome to This Explainer. If you've been looking for a way to ground your ambitions and really just find a deeper sense of direction, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're taking this amazing introspective journey into the 369 method. It's an approach that's entirely centered on the power of purpose and intentional repetition. We're going to completely break down the mechanics of this practice directly from the source material. We'll unpack exactly what those numbers actually mean, how this whole framework is structured, and how it can drastically shift the way we think about our goals and our everyday habits. Seriously, if you've ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels, this methodology offers a really fascinating blueprint for getting unstuck. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's get started.
The philosophy we're exploring today kicks off with a really bold premise. You didn't arrive here by accident. I want you to take a moment and really let that sink in. There's a reason you chose to engage with this topic today. Whether you're actively searching for a fresh beginning, trying to get a clearer vision for your future, or maybe you're just looking for the courage to believe that positive change is actually possible for you, something brought you to this exact information. The source material suggests that our search for meaning isn't just random. No, it's a signal. It's this internal indicator that we're ready for something new, ready to stop just reacting to life and start actually directing it. The text leans heavily into this idea of readiness. Merely being open to a new framework, that is the absolute first crucial step in any real transformation.
Okay, let's dive into this. But before we unpack the actual mechanics of the method, the text invites us to do something that is incredibly rare these days. Just pause. We are constantly moving, right? Constantly planning, endlessly scrolling, and just reacting to the noise all around us. It's exhausting, and it totally scatters our focus. But here, we're asked to let this exact moment be the conscious break that reminds you to focus on what truly matters. Treat these next few minutes not just as, passive information gathering, but as a deliberate mental reset in your busy life. By intentionally slowing down that mental chatter, we create the cognitive space we actually need to absorb a new way of thinking. And that's exactly what we need before jumping into the core of this practice.
So, what exactly is the 369 method? Well, it's inspired countless people. For some, it's a spiritual ritual. For others, it's a mindfulness practice or just a structured daily habit to cultivate intention, gratitude, and consistency. But let's break down the actual mechanics, the real engine driving this thing. It basically revolves around writing down a specific intention or goal in a very structured sequence, 3 times in the morning, 6 times during the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening. The source material actually traces the significance of these numbers back to the famous inventor Nikola Tesla, who believed that 3, 6, and 9 literally held the keys to the universe. Within this method, the 3 represents our connection to our purest intentions, the 6 is all about our inner strength and harmony, and the 9 represents letting go and moving forward. But, and this is absolutely crucial, its greatest power isn't just found in writing words over and over. The real magic happens only when you use that repetition to align your internal thoughts with meaningful external action.
And that brings us to a super important dynamic, the massive gap between what you hope for and the choices you make each day. The source really emphasizes that your future isn't shaped by passive desires or just wishing things would get better. Now, don't get me wrong, hope is absolutely necessary. It's the spark that starts the journey, but that spark is totally useless without fuel. And that fuel? It comes from the choices you make every single day. The 369 method is specifically designed to bridge that exact gap. By forcing yourself to revisit your core intention 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night, you're practically wiring your brain to look for opportunities to act on that goal. It takes those abstract floating hopes and anchors them firmly into your daily choices, turning a fleeting wish into a sustained, laser-focused habit.
Right now, I want to deliberately slow things down for a second. If it's safe to do so, maybe even close your eyes for a moment. I want to pose this profound central question straight from the text directly to you. What is the one life-changing goal you're ready to commit to? Not 10 goals, not some massive, overwhelming checklist for the entire year. Just one. One life-changing goal that you are genuinely ready to pour your energy into. Hold that image clearly in your mind. You see, the reason the source insists on narrowing this down to a single objective is because the 369 practice requires intense, undivided focus. When we scatter our energy across, a dozen different self-improvement projects, we dilute our power to actually change any of them. But when you channel all of your morning, afternoon, and evening intentions into one singular, meaningful pursuit, you create this incredibly powerful momentum.
So, the crucial point is, how do we take that single goal and actually bring it to life using this framework?
we transition from passive reflection into clear, actionable momentum using 3 foundational steps outlined in the method. Step 1. Write it with intention. This is where those 3, 6, and 9 repetitions come into play. You literally write your goal down, physically embedding it right into the rhythm of your day. Step 2. Speak it with confidence. Don't just write in silence, vocalize it. Give it a real voice in the real world to build up your own internal belief while you write. And then step 3, which is absolutely the most vital of all, take one small step toward it today. If you've set your intention in the morning, your job for the rest of the day is to find just one tangible action that aligns with it. You don't have to build the whole staircase all at once, you literally just have to take that single intentional step.
You know, this framework offers such an uplifting perspective on time and potential. The text says, every sunrise is another opportunity to grow, learn, and move closer to the life you want to create. If this message found you at the perfect time today, consider it your official reminder to stop doubting yourself. It is time to start believing in the amazing possibilities that lie ahead of you. In the context of the 369 method, every single morning isn't just a new day. It's a literal reset button. It is that crucial first session where you write your goal 3 times. It's a brand new chance to align your actions with that specific goal we just locked in. Actually, if you stumbled yesterday or totally forgot your afternoon and evening practices, scratch that. It doesn't even matter. The sunrise offers a clean, bright slate to begin cultivating that intention all over again. The best part? You really don't have to navigate this journey in isolation. The source material highlights the Guided by 369 community, which is presented as this dedicated space for purposeful living. According to the text, this community is all about delivering inspirational messages, spiritual reflections, insights on angel numbers, and just consistently uplifting content. The core idea here is that keeping up your daily 3, 6, and 9 rhythm is significantly easier when your environment is filled with reminders of your practice. Immersing yourself in communities or media that share this intentional focus gives you a really vital layer of accountability. Exploring these types of resources is a fantastic way to keep your environment completely aligned with the new habits you're trying to build, making sure you get that consistent positive reinforcement throughout your day.
Which brings us to the whole shebang, our final takeaway. Your next breakthrough doesn't begin tomorrow. It doesn't begin on Monday or on the 1st of the month. As the source powerfully states, it begins right now. Ultimately, the 369 method is an invitation to reflect, grow, and move forward with profound purpose. It takes all the mystery out of manifestation and replaces it with structured, intentional repetition that actually drives real-world action. So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought to carry with you today. Now that you've paused, now that you understand the nuts and bolts of this method, and now that you have that one specific goal crystal clear in your mind, what is the very first step you're going to take the second this explainer ends?